Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is May 26, 2023, and we now have a deadline on when İlkay Gundogan is gonna decide his future. Also, it's reported that Barcelona have identified a new possible replacement for Sergio Busquets. And finally, a new club has added their name to the long list of interesting clubs in the Moroccan winger Abde. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, it's completely free, and in doing this, it would go a long way in helping this small and humble channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jersey or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. The link is down below in the description. And speaking of jerseys, yesterday I picked the 3 winners of the Barcelona jersey raffle. So if you want to know if you won one of those 3 jerseys, make sure you check out the Barcelona jersey giveaway video from yesterday, Thursday, May the 25th. Now we'll begin with the news that we now know more details about that anticipated farewell that Barcelona are currently organizing for 2 of their legends, which are Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, who have announced that they will be leaving the club at the end of the season. And as I reported previously, this farewell will take place this Sunday in the match against Mallorca, which will be the final home match of the season. Now, Barcelona will not only gonna be saying goodbye to Alba and Busquets, they're also gonna be saying goodbye to the Spotify Camp Nou as we know it. And after 65 years of service, the Spotify Camp Nou will be undergoing major renovations and a facelift in order to modernize the Asian stadium. Now, Barcelona, of course, are gonna be moving to the Olympic Stadium on top of Montjuic for next season, as the Spotify Camp Nou will undergo major renovations, and it's expected that the team will be back in their home stadium in 2024. Now, it seems that Barcelona are organizing a big party after that match against Mallorca ends, where there's gonna be a DJ playing live music, there's gonna be confetti, and there's even gonna be planned fireworks. And it's expected that this party will last for several hours after the match ends, because again, Barcelona are gonna be saying goodbye to 2 of their biggest legends, Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, and also to the Spotify Camp Nou, who has served our beloved club for 65 years. Now on to the news that we now know the deadline by which İlkay Gundogan is gonna be making a decision in regards to his future. Now, as we've been talking about for several weeks now, Gundogan's contract is set to expire with Manchester City at the end of the season, making him a free agent. And it's reported that Barcelona are in advanced talks with the German midfielder to try to bring him to Barcelona next season. While per Pep Guardiola's request, Manchester City are now pressuring İlkay Gundogan to renew his contract with the Premier League club, because Pep Guardiola considers İlkay Gundogan as a fundamental piece of his squad. Now, Barcelona are awaiting the official green light from La Liga in regards to the feasibility plan so they can finalize the contract of İlkay Gundogan, but it seems that La Liga are continuously delaying this process, constantly asking Barcelona for more and more proof on whether the club are gonna be able to meet all the goals that they need to meet in the feasibility plan in order for this plan to be officially approved. Now, given this delay, it's reported that İlkay Gundogan and his entourage are starting to get nervous because they don't know for sure whether Barcelona are gonna be able to sign the player. And this whole matter has been scheduled for June 10th, which is when İlkay Gundogan is set to make a decision in regards to his future and whether he's going to be coming to Barcelona or whether he's going to be renewing his contract with his current club. Now, Barcelona are hoping to receive the official green light prior to that June 10th date so they can finalize and close down the contract of İlkay Gundogan, because if they don't receive the green light by then, it's feared that Gundogan could end up renewing his contract with Manchester City. Now, Barcelona are hard at work in order to meet all the goals of the feasibility plan. As I reported yesterday, Barcelona announced a new sponsor which will appear on the Barcelona jersey sleeve named Ambilight TV. And it's also reported that Barcelona are closing down on the second sponsor that will appear on the other sleeve of the Barcelona jersey, which will most likely be Baladi Express, which is an online shopping platform. Now, it's reported that Barcelona are considering adding another sponsor on the back part of the shorts so they can generate more income, which is something that's required by the feasibility plan. And even though I'm not a big fan of having too many sponsors on the Barcelona kit, I do understand the situation of the club and their urgent need to generate as much income as possible so they be able to sign players and make up for that money that they will lose next season from their move from the Spotify Camp Nou to the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Now, Barcelona also announced, as I reported in yesterday's video, budget cuts all across the board in the club, with all the Barcelona teams suffering from these budget cuts because, again, Barcelona, not only do they need to increase their revenue, but they also need to reduce their expenditures in order to make the club financially viable and in order for La Liga to approve their viability or feasibility plan and allow the club to sign players come this summer. Now, speaking of signing players, it's reported that Barcelona have identified a new possible replacement for Sergio Busquets in that pivot position, and this replacement is the 18-year-old Arthur Vermeeren. Now, Arthur Vermeeren currently plays for Royal Antwerp in the Belgian league, and he has exploded onto the scene this season where he has become a definitive starter for his current club. And this is a name that Jordi Cruyff mentioned to Barcelona several weeks ago because the club have been receiving very positive reports from their current scouts. Now, the Barcelona scouts describe Vermeeren as a pure midfielder who dominates positional play very well and has impressive ball delivery. And the reports also describe the player of having characteristics very similar to Sergio Busquets. Now, Vermeeren has a market value of 8 million euros, and Barcelona are considering signing the player, but this will most likely be a bet for the future, not someone who would come to replace Busquets this upcoming season, because having an 18-year-old start in that pivot position right away after arriving from the Belgian league would be, of course, asking too much. So Barcelona are monitoring the situation of the player and hoping to sign him as a future bet. Now, Vermeeren has caught the attention of other clubs, not just Barcelona, and it's reported that Manchester United and Erik ten Hag really want the 18-year-old, so we're gonna have to see which club signs the player first. Now, speaking of clubs wanting players, it's reported that a new club has joined the long list of interested teams in the Moroccan winger Abde. Now, Abde is currently finalizing his loan with Osasuna, where he doesn't have any option or obligation to buy. So the Moroccan is expected to come back to Barcelona, where it's reported that Xavi Hernandez will be giving the Moroccan player a chance during the preseason to see if he can prove himself and earn a spot on the squad. Now, it's reported that if Barcelona receive a lucrative offer for Abde, that they will consider offloading him because given the financial situation of the club. And of course, as I've been reporting for several weeks now, there are several clubs interested in Abde, and a new club has joined this long list, and that is Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen. Now, it seems that Xabi Alonso is looking to do several changes on his team, and he is reportedly looking for someone in the profile of Abde. And it seems that Alonso is a big fan of the Moroccan player and would love to have him on his squad. So, of course, we're going to have to see what kind of offer Bayer Leverkusen makes to Barcelona for the Moroccan winger. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Samuel Umtiti has had some interesting statements to make about his time at Barcelona. Now, Umtiti arrived at the club in 2016 with very high expectations and being labeled as one of the best center backs in the world. And after 2 excellent seasons at the club, injuries unfortunately prevented the player from continuing to do well at Barcelona, and he was relegated to the bench for the next 4 or 5 seasons. Now, Samuel Umtiti is currently on loan with the Serie A club Lecce, where he has been able to recover some of his previous form, and as a result, he has attracted the interest of several clubs. And it's expected that Barcelona will be offloading the French center back come this summer. Now, Samuel Umtiti, in a recent interview that he had, expressed himself about his time at Barcelona, where he said, "All I needed was to feel appreciated, useful, and respected. In Catalonia, I spent 4 years in prison. not only at the sporting level, but in everyday life. Now, very strong and harsh words by Samuel Umtiti, but as a good friend of mine noted, is that prisons are made to keep people inside and prevent them from escaping. And in the case of Samuel Umtiti, for the past 4 or 5 seasons, everybody at the club, including the board of directors, coaches, staff, and even all the Barcelona fans have been wanting Samuel Umtiti to leave. And it's the player who has insisted in staying in Barcelona and earning his highly inflated salary. So I don't know why he would say that Barcelona is a prison, because again, after all, everybody wanted him to leave and it's him who decided to stay. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.